Hey, I was just listening to my radio. I don't know, it was telling me to go. Buy this token, it was called Pump Radio. Pump Radio, it's Pump Radio. Get that money, get some token. Crypto, on Solana blockchain, it was simple. When I bought it, it was.
All right, cool. So we're good. Guys, this is Pump Radio here with NineTenTwo. NineTenTwo is a dev here for his project, so we're gonna get into that right now. So we're gonna give you your introductory questions right now, NineTenTwo. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background, man.
Okay. Hi, I'm NineTenTwo. That's my artist name. It's been an artist name of mine since 1999. It used to be only have to do with audio art, but I was a visual artist for many, many years before that. I started dabbling in audio kind of art and soundscapes and stuff because I wanted to create a visual art studio in a hallway, and I wanted to have obscure sounds playing in speakers above every piece in the hallway, and I wanted to find out how I could do that. And then I started really working with weird sounds and sampling and drum machines and synthesizers and whatever you name it, pots and pans and everything else, and to come up with these soundscapes to play over the thing, and it just took off. I started loving it, and nowadays NineTenTwo is the overall artist name that I use for everything that I do. So I have a little bit of a list over here that I'm going to read off because I may forget a couple of things.
No,
I am a visual artist, a musician. I'm a software developer, and I'm a builder of things. I'm a tinkerer. I'm a bit of an inventor, and physical and digital realms, and I blend some of these things together, physical and digital, the music, the sound, and visuals, and electronics, and you name it. And I like to also, learn new things. I'm into coding, DIY, woodworking, storytelling, and anything else I can get my hands on. Really, I just continue to create and learn, and because I like to express myself in those ways.
Nice.
So yeah.
So perfect, awesome. Thank you for answering those questions. You answered 3 out of the 4, and the last question I got for you on this introductory questions is, how long have you been working in the crypto space?
I've been in the crypto space since about 2006 or 7, but I didn't really get into it until about 2017. And I didn't really get into it about 2021, around the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Just before that, maybe. And then I started learning about layer 2s that were built on things like Solana and Ethereum, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. You can build on a token, like a layer 1 token, and you can build other things upon that. And me being me, I was like, I can build things, right? Mm-hmm. So I started learning about that stuff and seeing what I could actually do with it.
Nice.
And then, of course, I'd invest in it, and I'd win some and lose some. And as you do that, you keep on learning things, and you find out more and more. And nowadays, I look at the meme coin space and see that there's a future of this changing to not being a meme coin space and actually being a layer 3 utility space.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is why I'm interested in this space, especially people that are building their brands and their identities and tokenizing who they are and what they're about and what's important to them and stuff like that. That's super interesting to me, and I think there's much more to go with this.
Nice, nice. And so thanks for answering those questions. So your next one now is going to be your project specific questions. What problem does your project solve in the crypto world?
Can we answer the very next question about what I think it might do, and then we'll come back to this one?
Okay, okay. Um, how's your token on this platform different from others?
Well, I would like to use my token as a battery for the things that I build.
Okay.
I want it to power the things that I built. And so as I build things in the future, and especially after bonding, when it's a really like a certified and verified token, I'm going to have tools accessible and open to me right there to build things and use the token to actually fuel what that is actually going to be doing. And so I'm not going to go into a bunch of examples, but you can imagine it's beyond like token gates and like VIP access and stuff like that. I really want to build like you can almost like it's a key to a vehicle, or you're dropping a token in a machine and it operates for you, right? Or you um, maybe give a bottle of nitro to a vehicle and it can do more, right, by using more of the tokens and
Okay.
that kind of thing, right?
Well, thanks for answering those questions. So I appreciate you on that. And now we're going to go to your vision and future plans. So where do you see your project within the next 6 to 12 months?
So the next 6 to 12 months, I would like to take all my studios and put them under one roof. So right now I have two of a visual studio, which is the one I'm in right now. And then I have my sound studio, which is kind of the Anticontainment System. That's what the name of that studio has always been, anywhere, any location that it's ever been set up. Um, and I want to get those under the same roof. And then also I've got ideas for other types of studios because I'm into more things than that.
Mm-hmm.
And also my workshops, I want to have them to be just a door away.
Nice.
And right now I'm set up almost across the country.
There you
So I've
go.
got a workshop and a couple studios here in the city that I live, but then I have another studio and a workshop in where I'm going to be traveling tomorrow on the other side of the country. And I have another place that I sometimes go in Alberta to see my brother that I work out of every once in a while, but it's mostly his thing, but he allows me to use it.
Nice, nice, man. And do you have any like partnerships or collaborations you're trying to do with your project?
Well, that's going to all come.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a creator community where people will I can't mention this right now because it would dox me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've already created a few artist communities and stuff like that where people come together and they collaborate and they show their stuff. It's not about really always collaborating. It's about really just the exposure. And so I want to integrate that into this too. But now the Anti-Containment System is a studio, and NineTenTwo is a artist name. I would want other people to, to maybe tokenize their artist name or what their business or brand or whatever it is, and then collaborate in that way. So not really under my umbrella of things.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, thanks for answering those questions. So we're going to move on to your community and growth. So how do people find you? How do they get involved with your project?
So the easiest way to find me, I think, would be to use the old internet and go to anticontainmentsystem.com.
Okay.
And I'm going to be filling that up with all the links. I mean, I've got a bunch of socials in there right now. I can show you a little bit later the update I did today. I have the socials in there right now. So I got a Telegram you can go to. I get a Discord you can go to. I get a couple of YouTube channels that you can go to. I can go, and it's not filled up right now, but at least I've got them all linked. And I've got an X community page, and then you can also find me on Twitter or X under 910 capital NTT. So that's the entity.
Okay. Okay. And how do you handle FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt when it comes to your token?
Pay no mind.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. And what's your approach on marketing when it comes to your token?
I'm going to continue to network with the communities and the good projects around, and I'm going to use my talents to create, visual, things that like people are it's going to catch people's eyes, and they'll be like, hey, I want to like have a little bit of that. Same with like when I'm building tools and I'm integrating the token into these tools and sites and stuff like that. People are going to go, what was he doing here? I want to be able to do that too. Right. So it's all going to be very organic by just people kind of turning their eyes and their heads towards it. And I'm not going to go big ad or whatever, maybe down the road, I'll want to like a bit of a surge and I'll do that. But mostly it's going to be organic and just people going, hey, I'm interested in this because it's something else.
Nice. So thanks for answering those questions as well. One thing I got for you is going to be your utility and ecosystem. So what can people actually do with your token?
So I'm going to be doxing myself and my company on a successful project here. So as long as some black swan event doesn't happen and all of a sudden my name is rubbed right through the mud for whatever reason, I mean, it can happen. I could be a small guy and then all of a sudden somebody says, oh, fuck him. And then everything comes tumbling down. But on a successful project, and that you'd probably be able to see that within a month, I think.
Nice.
I think what I'd like to do is the question was what the utility, right? So I'd like to use it for tools and also merchandise, because I've got a design firm, right? Like I've been in the arts for years. I make all kinds of merchandise and other things and stuff like this. So I wanted to make merch and just consumer products and things that you can use the token to either purchase or trade, or there's a lot of different angles that you can do this, and that's kind of why I called this token YSTEM, because it's going to branch off in like so many different ways, and it also spells system when you put the
Which is awesome.
the dollar sign in front of it, right? So it's like,
yeah, that's cool. We were talking about that last night. I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah, and so so there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be able to do, and I'm going to be really diving into different ways to code these things up, and looking down every avenue that I can to make this token actually do as much as possible. And when you think there's enough stuff, there's going to be more, because I'm never going to be stoppable at this shit.
Perfect. You know what I mean? So thank you for answering those questions. You answered 3 of those questions in one, so that's perfect. And now we're just going to be on your personal takes and final words. So what's your take on the current state of crypto, and where do you think it's headed?
Well, this cycle is a weird one, and major reason for that is the Bitcoin ETF. And since the Bitcoin ETF, every other token follows Bitcoin. So I'm just going to talk about Bitcoin for right now.
Okay.
Since the ETF, Bitcoin is Wall Street's bitch. And in this cycle, Everything is weird because all the TradFi and all the old investors are treated. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what it is. They don't. So they're just like, well, I'll buy some and then I'll sell a bunch and then I'll buy some more and I'll sell a bunch, and they just trade it, right? And that really kind of keeping Bitcoin just kind of like doing this, and where it should be going, and then whoop, right? And so I believe the next cycle that'll be different, and there'll be more people inclined of what it's all about, and it may return back to its super cycle kind of surges and stuff.
Nice.
But right now, I think it got stumped. I think it just got a little stumped by the ETF.
And what's one thing that you wish more people would understand about crypto?
What I want new people to know about crypto is that it is it's like any other revolution that's ever happened that's changed the world. And it's not about trading it, and it's not about making money off of it. It's about investing into something that's going to be bigger than you ever expect.
Nice. And do you have any advice for someone wanting to launch their own crypto project?
Just everybody's got their own reasons about what their project's about and how they want to launch it because of that reason, right? Like I wanted to have a fair launch and get as many snipers out at first, and then I wanted a nice slow cook. I didn't want people to come in and pump. It's it gave it a little bit of a pump, and I was like, okay, do I tell people that I've been telling that like it's just going to come back down shortly anyway, or just leave it up to them to know, because they've seen it all before. So
Nice.
So if you're going to launch a token, I would say the best thing to do is just focus on what it's about. What does it stand for? And don't even worry about that chart whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to keep it simple like that.
Yep, exactly. And the last and final question I have for you is go ahead and let people know who you are, what's your token name, where they can find you, and
yeah. Can we go Jumbotron right now?
Let's do Jumbotron. Let's check it out. Here
we
go.
You throw me on?
Yep. There we go.
Okay. So my ticker is YSTEM. So it's YSTEM. And I am the that way. 910-2 up in the corner. That is my logo. This is the artwork down in this corner is the artwork of the token. Here's my CA and creator wallet that created the token. That's my website down here at Anticontainmentsystem.com. And that's my Telegram down there at the Anticontainment with capital P portal. And you can find me through my website anywhere else. And then I've locked some tokens. I bought exactly, well, I had to trim it down just a little bit to get the exact number, but I bought exactly 9,102,000 tokens. So that's 910-2 for you all there that don't like numbers. And the whole purpose is just for symbolism and really nothing else. It's not like I needed a whole lot. I just needed to have some, and so I chose that. And I plan to do more buybacks weekly on Fridays, but that will be going to a reward wallet and we're going to come up with ways to give those tokens away to people that support the project, and just for fun and challenges and stuff like that. So that's going to go back into the people that and it's going to go back to the people that are like supporting the project and whatnot. The creator awards are going to go right back into the chart. Probably, I haven't decided that yet, but probably on Fridays as well. And then I have right now till bonding. I'm going that way now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be giving 500,000 tokens away at 20K, 40K, and 60K bonding for a simple trivia question that you can put in the I'll ask in stream, and you put your answer. First person that answers correctly in the chat, I'll send them right over. And so that will be coming from a rewarder wallet and not the creator's wallet. And then I've got deck screener all filled up here. So as soon as we get to 40K, we are going to pay decks. And that is all I need to say right now.
Awesome.
Any more? I'm going to show you just this one more thing quickly. If I can make it come up. Oh, it gotta shut me down here too. Okay, so this is my newest update for today. I made this modal, which is the thing that's in the middle of the screen here, and I'm going to have on the website, you'll click the top left corner of the screen, and this window will open, and the latest updates will be listed in this modal, and then any other important info will be on the other panel. And at the bottom where it says link 1, link 2, link 3, and all that, that's where I'm going to put all the proof and the facts and proofs of accomplishments and, like, you know, receipts and stuff like this. That's all going to be located right there very conveniently. So
Nice.
Just wanted to cover over that kind of stuff there, so everybody knows.
Awesome. Well, yeah, appreciate you being here, 910-2, and guys, definitely go check him out on his socials. And yeah, let's give it up for 910-2, man. Let's give it up for this guy right here. So appreciate you for coming to the show. And yeah, this is Pump Radio with Anticontainment System. You know what I mean? So appreciate you being here, man. Definitely appreciate you being here. And
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Pump Radio. Check, 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 yeah.